Circle up over your dead body. Coming at you.
My circle up.
Over your roommates. Okay. Hopefully
Why were you whispering that? I couldn't hear you.
I know.
It's in reference.
We're recording. Yeah, there it goes. There it is. Wait
And
for
he
it.
wakes up.
Hey! Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Midnight Movie Distillery. I am one of your hosts, Logan Lynch.
I'm another one of your hosts, Warwick Price.
Somebody eating over here.
I'm the guy on the end, Lon Black. What are we doing today, Mr. Price?
We are reviewing a movie that we have watched. Do you want to know what movie it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Over Your Dead Body. Just came out 2026, starring Jason Segel and the pretty amazing Samara Weaving. But before we talk about the movie, we do something even more important. We help children survive in poor, distant locations. We don't.
What? When did this happen?
We drink alcohol.
Yeah.
He's the funny one in the group.
Yes.
What a funny guy.
What are we drinking today?
Let's find out.
You know, speaking of Samara Weaving, it's good to find her in a role where she's fighting for her life in survival
I
situations.
know, it's
I
weird.
haven't seen her do that
I
yet.
know.
No, never. That's Hugo Weaving's niece, right?
Hugo Weaving?
Yeah, niece or daughter,
Niece. I think it's niece.
So
because he'd be too old for a daughter, I guess.
there was a whiskey we had
Mm-hmm.
a few episodes back, a couple, 2-3 episodes back.
Two tree.
That was the baby.
Baby Jane?
What do you think it is?
Go ahead.
What do you think it is?
Widow Jane.
It's Widow Jane!
Oh, Widow Jane.
Oh, no, that's Baby Jane.
Oh,
I
that's
brought Baby Jane to taste comparatively.
Widow Jane. Widow Jane.
Why were you upset about that?
You'll find out.
Oh, no. So this is Widow Jane. It's
Widow
not the
Jane.
big Jane. It's the Widow one.
Widow Jane.
It's the Widow Jane. It's the Widow Jane.
So that is the
There.
bigger sister.
Jump into that video there. Widow
Wait,
Jane.
spin Baby Jane so we can
so you
get
can
both.
see
The Baby
see
Jane.
the
Now,
simmering.
is the bottle at least bigger than Baby Jane?
It doesn't matter. It's not
Yes,
about
it does.
size.
Look at
It's
okay.
750 milliliters.
Well, because Widow Jane should be bigger than Baby Jane.
Oh, I get your thinking.
There we go. It
but
could be 750.
Remember, Baby Jane is like 5 years. Widow Jane is 10 years.
I mean, she's like in those 5 years, she's got married, she's has kids, and
She hasn't grown very
and her
much.
husband has already died.
Yeah. I don't understand it. Yeah,
Now,
she's a
I
widow.
will say that, so I'm getting rid of that. So, Amy and I were out at a show. After the show, it was in Milwaukee. We were walking around, hit some bar, and they had some Widow Jane, and I had some Widow Jane. I only had a little bit.
Widow Jane.
Widow Jane, a little bit. And I found it to be delightful. And I thought,
excuse me.
when I saw Baby Jane, I thought that'd be delightful. But it turns out we didn't really like Baby Jane too much.
Yeah.
No.
Baby Jane was not a big hit. But I remember Widow Jane being really good. So,
Speaking Elmer Fudd, the whole episode.
so
It's
I
rabbit
think
season.
I want to find out if you guys know what good bourbon is.
Well,
This
no,
is-
I think
Well,
the,
I can
the
tell
point
based on the color. One
is whether
looks,
you agree.
Look at that.
One looks.
Yeah, compared to that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One looks like piss. The other looks like
Made with pure.
blood in the urine.
So their gimmick is it goes through limestone mineral water, or it's using limestone mineral water, so it's purified a little bit more. But it's
Sure.
for the local to their area, from the legendary Rosendale mines of New York. It's a New York
They
name.
are legendary.
This is a 91 proof, so
Okay.
it's right in the middle of the road, which is good.
So it should have some burn.
Bottle counted and dated. Widow Jane 10-year-old signature bourbon, hand assembled in Brooklyn.
How is it hand assembled?
You know, they take the wood and they take the whiskey and they go like this. And
I'm like, they get the barrel over here and they pour it out
Do they take the sand and,
And they go
smash
like
it
this.
together by hand
And they
and
go-
make the glass?
because that would be a very New York thing to do.
There would be.
Like
Filter it. I don't have a filter. Got my sister's bra. Let's put it in my
Bra.
sister's bra.
There's a lot of wastage.
All right, let's.
Oh, that's a good pop.
Good pop.
Okay, come on. Come
Well,
on.
everything's
Come on.
going to be better than the feet
Come
we
on.
had in last
Well,
week.
that's a good point.
That is
but-
true. The level is pretty low.
It's definitely better, but I'm not.
Don't suck up all the smell.
Well,
from
I
it.
got to. Because I like to see the difference. Because it does definitely aerate it differently when you.
Absolutely, it does. We do a lot of sniffing from bottle, folks. It means nothing. Literally, because
Shh, come on, give away our
There we
secrets.
go.
You're like hardcore.
it's just something we like doing. It's just something
We like
doing.
sipping on the bottle.
Might be.
We do
little
like
dust
sniffing on
on
the
it.
bottle.
Look at him go.
All right.
So this is Widow Jane.
Widow
You
Jane,
said
10-year
10-year,
old bourbon,
91 proof.
91 proof, limestone filtered, limestone water, which is just a thing of theirs that they do, non-chill filtered, proofed with their own mineral water. So it's a mineral water delusion,
But diluted.
right?
Diluted? Yeah.
And that's a big deal,
But delusion
as
in
opposed to regular water. because
yeah,
you know, the T's
DILUT.
different.
Well, because who'd want regular water from
Who
New York?
wants from New York? Especially Brooklyn. And it is batched 5 barrels at a time.
Okay.
So,
So
All right.
we will see.
yeah. You
Well-
got a story to tell with this, though? Is that it?
No,
You got upset when I announced it,
you'll find out.
and you said you'll find out. Well, is there a story with that? Is that how I'll find out?
There's no
No.
story. He just. Widow Jane. I love it.
It will never get old,
No, it won't.
especially
With
That-
the baby Jane and the Widow Jane.
Widow Jane's husband.
Well, that's next week.
Yeah.
Way to spoil the surprise.
That one's going to taste like cigars and asphalt.
Okay, I'm already
And the
pouring.
Jersey Turnpike.
So
I got to take smaller sips going in. 'cause
I'm only
like
2
trying-
in. Jeez.
I know.
That must be a.
So you chit chat while we suck. I mean,
Drink.
come back later.
okay.
So it's I can't talk too much. So what else are we going to talk about? Did you hear that the city of Elgin just passed a law
Oh, no.
that said if you ride an electric bike that is capable of going more than 30 miles an hour, it's considered a motorcycle, and therefore you need a motorcycle license and helmet.
Good.
I fucking agree.
Yeah.
Like Duff took pictures of kids. It was all teenagers, like driving around down the center of the road. There was like at least 20 or 30 of them, like right on Main Street.
Yeah, and the road though.
And Dove was like took a picture and posted it on Facebook and the Facebook Marketplace, not Marketplace, sorry, the St. Charles page, and people were like, so, and we're like, well, the so is because it's like clearly they're not adults, and half of them
They're
weren't,
children
and half of
driving
them weren't wearing
on
helmets,
the road.
and they're blocking traffic.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fucking ridiculous.
All right, 3 sips in.
Did I tiptoe enough around?
You did.
You did.
That was actually a good ad story to
Yes.
kind of thing.
Now, see, this is a perfect example of why we need to do a review of past reviews.
Why is that?
Is because I'm naturally going to give this a better review
Than the previous?
because of the previous,
The
the one that we did last week.
You
You would think that after a
You
week
do that.
it would be out of my palate,
Um,
but it's not.
it's still stuck in your nose.
Notice he's got the same T-shirt on. I'm just
Shh,
saying.
don't worry about
I
that.
have lots of these t-shirts.
Yes. What is
I
that?
used
What
to
is that for
bring a
again?
change
What is
shirt.
it?
Ghoulish
Yeah.
Models, that would be our store at 228 West Main Street,
Currently.
St. Charles, Illinois.
Very nice. St. Charles.
I was
Alright.
going to go to Chicago. I'm like, no, we're not in Chicago.
Not in
Not yet.
Chicago. I don't know why you would think that.
Okay.
I might just go for a.
I'll go with 3 numbers on this
I'm
one.
3.
Fucking 3?
3 numbers.
Well, you're really
like-
specific.
Over.
Not
I'm
gonna lie.
going to go 2, I think.
Nah,
I
Oh,
do
I'm gonna
think
lie.
I will go 2.
Overachiever.
We're all watching you pick your numbers. Just fucking pick them already. Are you ready?
I am.
1,
2. Oh, fuck.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Wait, there it
Lynch?
That would be a 3.7.
Wow, very nice.
You can't do that.
I know,
Very
I
nice.
tried.
Warwick got a 3.2.
And mine got a 3.2. What's with the well, all right, I want to hear the story. Why you got upset?
Yeah, let's hear
when I
this.
told it.
I'm more
This is
interested.
good whiskey.
I'm not going to tell you yet.
This is a good whiskey. Why
I'm not
would you?
going to tell you yet.
Oh no.
Have you had it before?
I have
Wait,
not.
did you
What?
pretend to die and you left a girl named Jane? That's what it is. I found it. We got it.
I pretended to die to leave a girl
So do
named
you want me
Jane
to
too.
talk about my 3.2?
Yeah, let's talk about your 3.2.
I like this.
I like it.
It's
I also had 3.2, so I'm just going to jump into his review.
to be honest, like this to me is one of those. If you had to describe what bourbon tastes like,
Oh, good.
this
Okay.
is
A
this
very
is what,
classic
this is what bourbon tastes like.
bourbon taste,
I don't think it goes above and beyond.
right?
And that's why I didn't give it like higher than a 3.2.
Right.
But it is a perfectly enjoyable bourbon
Yep.
that I could drink every single day of the week.
I totally agree. And just to add to that, I think it is slightly better than your average bourbon. It is a 10-year, and to me, that's right up there with like Russell 10-year. And it's one of those kind of bourbons
Yeah.
that has enough of that smoothness in it that it puts it a little bit higher on the end than just a normal bourbon. It has 3.2, not 3. It's even 3 is really above average.
But would you like? I'm trying to think. So like, I would still probably pick a Four Roses small batch or a Four Roses single barrel
So you know what?
over this.
So, but the thing is, would you do Russells over this?
Now, see, I would say this. I would say the same thing as my first statement. I think Russell's 10 is another perfect example of if you wanted to introduce someone to a bourbon and what does bourbon taste like.
Yep.
This is what it tastes like. I would probably. I know we can
Okay.
actually probably look with our website www.midnightmoviedistillery.com.
Ooh, ratings.
You can
Oh
search
my
for
God.
our movies we reviewed and our previous alcohols we reviewed.
I can find it quicker because he's kind of a chatty Cathy doll.
Yeah.
But
What were we talking about?
Russell tenure.
I'm gonna jump in here. So I gave it a 3.7.
Yep.
Mostly because I do feel it should be above. What did I give the Russells? I gave the Russells.
You gave it a 3. I gave it a 3.2, and Long gave it a 3.1.
We need to redo some Russells to see.
Wait a minute. Why do I see Russell's tenure 1, 1, and 1?
Look, that's the bourbon brackets. That's the brackets.
Oh, fucking
So
brackets.
the brackets, 1 basically meant
All right,
it
here
went
it is.
through,
Yeah,
0
yeah.
meant it didn't go through.
Okay.
So look at the bottom one.
Yeah, I do see
So
it. 3,
so
3,
I
1,
do
3, 2.
agree though that you agree with the fact that you said this is kind of like when you describe a bourbon.
By the way,
this is what people
do we want to agree on the fact that did I not just say I would rate this pretty much the same as I did Russell's 10? And what did I rate Russell's 10? That would be 3.2.
Yeah.
He
Yep.
rates everything
Yep.
3.2.
No,
I'm
He's
just kidding.
spot on.
I'm spot on, like.
Very sport one.
Anyway, sorry.
No,
continue.
so basically the reason I gave it a 3.7 is because it is smooth. It's
Mhm.
got like a burn, but it's a quick burn.
And it's a robust flavor.
Yes,
yeah.
and
It's definitely not weak.
it sticks with you, and it's something where like this would be something I would say I agree that I did give it a better score than the Russells,
Mhm.
mostly probably because of the fact that it's got I think a little bit more burn than the Russells had, if I remember correctly. I would have to try some Russells 10 year.
I guess that needs comparison.
Yeah,
Side
so
by side.
so we might I don't know if we've got it.
Do we
set up
have
there.
that here?
We've got
No,
it.
I think I finished the bottle.
Okay.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, but
I can check.
this is one of those things where it's enough where I feel like it's definitely better than Baby Jane if I remember correctly. But Baby Jane was okay, but that 91 proof seems to be like a good burn ratio, I guess, if you want to call it, where it hits you, but then it doesn't detract from the actual flavor, and it pulls it in. It actually,
You both rated it 2.5, Baby Jane.
yeah, Baby Jane. I
Versus
think
3.7.
I don't remember exactly what I didn't like about Baby Jane, but there was something where it
Well,
just
it's look at the color difference.
well,
10-year versus 5-year.
Yeah.
It
still-
is heirloom corn, so they're trying to go with that angle. But it is basically a cheap entry level to
Sure.
the widow.
So that does bring up a good question of like what do you think what do you think with price on this?
Oh, right.
'Cause this is one where This is going to play a role in my 3.7 on it. I may take away one like maybe.
I think it is $69.95.
I'm going to say $74.99.
But again,
What would I pay for it?
yeah,
I would pay $69.95.
I would pay 65, and be fine with 65.
65. But what did you think it cost?
I said 74.
74. And you,
69.95.
which is what you think it is, and what it's worth, and what you
Not what you want right now.
Well, not
So
with you
what-
guys around.
So do you remember? I was basically giving the price away on this when we did the Baby Jane review.
I don't remember that far back.
I wasn't paying
That was
attention.
dust mining. That
You
was
talk a
that was
lot.
like 2 or 3 months
Well,
ago.
because you said $74.99, it's $74.99,
Oh! I don't know how often we nail it.
right? And honestly, I'd pay 70 for this all day long.
Yeah, I think this is excellent.
$74.99, $75.99 makes me think. Well, wait, there's a Russell's right there.
Well, and that's
Yes,
I was about to say
that's-
that. Because
yeah.
wasn't Russell's like $39?
Yeah, 40.
45
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Oh, well, you know what? Let me double check. Let me confirm.
Let's see if we got Russell's.
I,
on here.
I, I will still
Now I
always,
really want to.
I will still always laugh at that time when you were like, oh my God, they're going to stop making the Russell's 10. You should,
Right.
you should go out and buy it.
Right.
So I went and bought a couple of bottles. I was at Costco a couple of weeks ago and they have like
You guys
racks.
left all these
Yep.
beers up here?
So,
Jesus.
Yeah, there's beers up
You got
there.
New
as well.
Glarus up here?
dude, is that
This
Which-
is the
which one?
New
Is that
Glarus
Grand
30
Cru?
year.
that's Grand Cru?
Oh, what is this? This is the 30th anniversary quadruple.
Oh, quadruple's good too, though.
Oh, hey, your favorites up here. The few Smashing Pumpkins.
That you
Yeah,
can
that's
keep
why,
that.
that's why it's up
Um,
there.
That's why it's still up here.
Listen, the Russells. So let me explain the Russells thing while he's fidgeting around. Literally, I was in the local. There's a tiny little
Oh my God,
liquor
Red Saw.
store in a plaza near our house.
Do
Otter
we like
Creek.
Red Saw? Sorry, we got an empty bottle up here.
Otter Creek liquor store.
Okay.
And the woman who worked there, who seemed to be whiskey knowledgeable, was talking. We were talking whiskeys and what's going on and what's around. And she goes, you know that Russell Tenure, because I was getting a bottle there. And she goes, that Russell Tenure, you got to get that. They're going to discontinue that. They're only going to stick with they're going to make it an
Dude, you
8-year
got
or a
sold.
6-year, and they're going to stick with their 6-year rye, and they're not going to have it anymore. And I'm like, oh my God, it was like $30. I'm like, I better buy 2 or 3. And you even bought 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You gifted me one,
Yeah.
and you're like, we're like, let's get them all now. And they're still on the shelves everywhere. And it's been like 3-4 years.
Yes.
So Russell is still at Benny's $35,
Unlike our favorite Jefferson's Ocean
which
24.
is
24?
skyrocket. Voyage 24 was
24.
Voyage
Oh,
24.
it's funny. I was actually at Benny's the other day.
They've got some. They've got
no.
a lot of them.
But they didn't have a 24. They had
Oh.
they had a 25, 26, and a 27.
Yep. I am savoring my 24.
I've got 2 bottles unopened, but I did see at Woodman they had Voyage 24. They had like 7 bottles, but they're going for $75
Wow.
a piece.
Honestly, I would pay it.
Yeah,
Did you see the most recent one? The Tropics?
is that
Yeah.
the 84 Voyage 84?
No, it doesn't
Or-
even
not
say that.
84, what am I
Just
saying?
It just says
48.
Tropics.
Yeah,
No.
Benny's has it. It's at
Oh.
the one
It-
at the Commons.
Oh yeah, but that's also starting off
It
in
was
the 70s,
done
though,
in
right?
Singapore. No, the one I saw was $40.
No.
Wow, we should buy it and bring it to the next one.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Ah.
they probably want to find out about the movie.
Oh yeah, we did do a
Oh,
movie
we did
too,
a
didn't
movie.
we?
What am I?
Yes.
Which
That would be
movie?
this one,
Dun, dun, dun.
Over Your Dead Body. And we will go back here and
There we
say, this is directed by Dan Burton. No, sorry, Dan Burton is the
No.
name is of the character.
Jorma
Um, this is directed by
Jorma?
Jorma
Taccone.
Taccone, who is part of the Lonely Island group.
Really?
Yeah, so
Isn't that crazy?
so he's one of the
Isn't that
three.
crazy?
I'm on a boat.
Yeah.
Yes. And the fuck, I love it. The
Have you guys noticed that there's a lot of comedy people that are good at horror?
Because it's a horror comedy.
right.
This one,
It's
yeah.
not just horror.
This isn't a horror movie.
No,
this
This
is
is it's
It's
technically more of a thriller.
Right.
I lean towards that.
Correct.
so
But
anyway.
they throw enough gore in
Well,
there.
see, that's the thing. Yeah, I feel like that's what's going for horror nowadays. As long as it's got enough gore in it, they can go. It's a thriller horror.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again,
Is this a dramedy? A thriller,
As
comedy,
Mr. Price is
romantic.
going to finish his synopsis, and then we're
Okay,
going
go
to
ahead.
rate it.
Go ahead.
I think you can
We're
get
gonna rate it.
You can get a cream for that.
We get a cream
For that dramedy.
Cream? What's a cream?
A cream.
Getting my barrel
I was
ready
thinking,
here.
okay, my brain went
Anyway,
different spots.
so this is Jason Segel and Samara Weaving.
She's
Basically, oh my
hot.
gosh, I love it.
Could you not look any hotter? I mean,
I'm telling
Jesus
you.
Christ.
And then
So-
the accent's like,
So,
Oh, she gets to use her original accent. Oh, wait, sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, Price.
so basically,
We're waiting.
I'm trying to
Come on,
fucking
Ward.
explain it. Basically, the
Juliette Lewis.
two of them. No, don't do that. That
Wait.
that is like,
Wait,
yeah. Where's the crap?
there's the Juliette Lewis
that is
of
the
whiskey.
Juliette Lewis of this movie, right there.
Right there.
Here's the Juliette Lewis of
No.
This, the feet.
Juliette Lewis wishes she
all
was a
about the
baby Jane.
You think Baby Jane's better? Anyway.
Anyway,
Baby
sorry.
Jane's better than that.
Jason Segel, Samara Weaving, husband and wife, loving couple, who turn out not to be so loving. They go to a cabin in the woods, and one tries to kill the other, and then finds out that the other was trying to kill the other, and hilarity ensues.
Again.
So
Nice way to work that in.
let us do our
Yeah, we have a rating.
Barrel rating.
fucking
gonna do our
barrel
barrels.
rating.
Barrel rating.
It's a barrel rating, like. I'm gonna rate my barrels with this.
I want to dip my balls in
I want to lick my balls.
Yeah, you got a one? You
I got a
one?
2.
You're both ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
1,
2.
3
Lynch.
from Logan.
3.5 from Warwick.
4 from Lon.
Okay, well we're almost the same.
Yeah.
I would have given it a
But
little,
not a fist bump worthy.
I would have given it a little point more, but I'll let you guys. I mean,
wait a minute.
Was
so
I on
you
the
should
low end? I was
then,
on the low end.
Then start in.
Okay,
Jump
so
in.
the
You
only thing
bitch.
is, you know, I really liked the characters were great. I honestly didn't do much research on this to begin with, so the whole like Juliette Lewis, Timothy Oliphant kind of came as a shock to me. Like I wasn't expecting
Really?
it, so I didn't expect
Oh,
them to
I
You,
saw
be.
him on the
didn't
list.
see the titles
Yeah, I saw
when
it
the
on
movie
the-
started?
yeah.
No, I did not. I
Saw
was
that.
not paying attention to that.
Good thing he pays attention to movies for a
you know,
living.
but it was one of those things where
not so
Not
much a
living.
living.
Let me clarify that. For no reason at all.
Anywho, so I like the movie. It was very entertaining. I will give it that much. That's why I gave it a 3 because it's right in that area where I had fun watching it. I didn't want to like stop it and turn it off and say, okay, this is getting.
Why would you give him the thought?
Oh my
to-
God.
I did not. Is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah,
So
but
that's what made me give it a 3.
I
is-
also did not think about wiping my ass with it after I went to the bathroom. Oh, wait,
but I
what
had,
is that?
you know,
How does that add?
the one thing that
Okay.
kind of turned me off, and you guys are probably not going to agree with me on this.
No, we
was
don't.
The whole
Surprise.
fake crying scene.
That was
really-
hilarious.
The whole point is they were trying to show what was
funny
who
for
was
like
the better
10
actor.
seconds, and then it went on for like another 2.5 minutes. I was like,
But that's
all
what was
right.
funny about it.
All right. Obviously, this is spoilers.
Someday,
If you don't know that we do
Lynch
spoilers
will
by now.
understand comedy.
No, I get comedy.
You know,
Oh,
comedy is all about, you know,
God. Comedy.
Extending it beyond, yeah. No.
Timing.
But all in all, it was a fun movie.
Timing.
And I would definitely. Oh, Jesus Christ. See, even that was funnier than the
I
fact
knew you
that they
were waiting
turned
for
out.
that. I tried to slow you, but you still held out.
Jesus.
Like a true Brit. That was very well done.
yes,
In it.
stiff upper lip.
Stiff upper
It's my
lip.
other thing. So yeah, was it fun? Was it a good movie
You're
to
asking?
sit back and watch? Yes.
Okay.
Was it entertaining? Yes. But
Sounds great so far.
but
I'm going to give it a 3.
there
What'd you
were
give
just
it?
that's just the whole bounce back. I give it a 3.
3.
The whole bounce back between like 6 hours later, you know, or 6 hours earlier.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
20. It's just kind of like was okay.
I understand that.
Now, one thing that I don't know if you guys picked up on, but I laughed rather hard, which I was originally thinking that would be great if they would have left it in there as that was part of it, but then further on in that scene, you figure out that he's actually looking at something else. But there was a scene where Timothy Oliphant is holding Jason Segel's hands while he's about to get butt raped.
Yep.
And that should make you want to watch the movie. Anyway, as he's holding him, he kind of looks at the camera is what it looks like.
Yeah.
And like kind of like was like, oh god, like, and I like it was like a weird look that he gave that immediately made me think like, was that like a hey, you guys are going to see this type of thing? And I started laughing pretty heartily at that. And I was like, that's pretty good. Well, then later on, about a minute later, you find out, well, no, he likes the film, that the guy, because the poster was on the wall.
Right.
But at first, I'm like, that was a good like wall break. Like it reminded me of like Deadpool type of thing. But anyway,
Oh yeah.
so I'll leave it at that. But you guys go ahead and
Really, but that's all you could say. Give me why? First of all,
because it was
you didn't hate it. It's a 3.
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it.
Above
No.
average score.
No, but it was just one of those movies where you're kind of like, okay, like I honestly was hoping for a little more comedy. Like I wanted, like it was funny, but you already knew. It reminded me of like the breakup with Vince Vaughn and what's her face?
Well, sure, similar
That woman that
comedy.
was in that movie.
Yeah, that chick that was on Friends. I
Similar
don't even
comedy.
remember her name. Anyway, but like it just reminded me of that where honestly at the end I was thinking, God, somebody's gonna like kill somebody else. Which
What a surprise that would be in a horror movie about people wanting to kill
Called
each
Over Your Dead
other.
Body.
but like I did like I will get and the reason I gave it a 3 was because of the way that they worked everything in. Now, the only thing I didn't like was the way that they tried to work everything in by saying, oh, 24 hours earlier or 6 years
Because they
previous.
still wanted to surprise you, would think. Because they wanted you to have that one thing where they shot into the roof and then somebody's going, oh, God damn it, oh, God damn it. It was like, the fuck is happening? And
Now,
then they go, oh, by the way, this is what you didn't see.
I was expecting that only because of the beginning where they literally take like 3 seconds where he's like, and these escaped convicts.
Yes,
and I'm like,
yep.
obviously they're going to play a role in it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you pay attention to the movie, and like any kind of anything like that is clearly going to be significant at some point in the movie.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I just thought that it was 100%. It was a fun romp.
Oh no! Don't do the fun romp.
Romp?
Oh no!
Or romp?
Come on.
I thought it was really fun, and I would even go as far as say it's like I thought it was like fairly original.
Yeah, I would throw that in. I would throw that.
You know, it's like I
ahead.
like some of the set pieces in it. I actually liked the jumping back and forth because it's like I like the you see something happening and you go, well, what the hell was that? Now the one thing they didn't actually talk to, and they almost worked the way out of it being true. But when Juliette Lewis is upstairs and needs to pee and pees in the cup, I thought that was the point that when Jason Segel wakes up and he's wet himself,
right? That
somehow it was from her.
Yeah.
But you actually do see the cup being thrown later on,
yes,
like with clearly urine in it.
Yes.
But so because I thought that's that's the part where he peed himself. He didn't actually pee himself.
Right.
Which did make me laugh when the father bit his nose and said, you know, it tastes like shit.
Yes.
I was like, could have gone a different route.
But what would have been funnier for that part, to be honest, would have been like, I got your nose.
Yeah.
Because of course he's the grandfather.
Sure. Because he's old.
Yes.
Yeah, I get you. But I agree with that whole thing with work that I liked those 6 hours,
I do.
but 8 hours because it paid off so well when, like, you know, Timothy Oliphant seems to have the upper hand, and all of a sudden this, you know, Japanese sports car comes rolling around playing this techno music and runs him down, and Dad steps out of the car because you're like, what the hell happened there?
Yeah.
And then they show you, but it's in a funny way because they show you that he got this, how he got the car, and the whole time he's
trying to work out how to turn the fucking music.
And then he starts to like the music.
Yes.
So I did like the comedic effect of
He's
that.
like singing along with it.
What,
Because by this point, it's you.
But I think that's why I got upset
That's
and gave it a lower score,
hilarious.
is because why'd they kill him off, man? Like,
Oh, come on.
Because he was a
That's
throwaway
too
character.
much.
no, he should not have
was.
been.
It was ancillary.
But I do like the fact that
Oh,
like
God, that was fun.
very much in the Tucker and Dale type vein. It's like I like the fact that they didn't shy away from Jason Segel like losing his fingers in the
right.
Yeah.
There was some actual damage.
in the
And
middle.
I liked the tie-in that it was his ring finger.
Of
Yes,
course.
With the-
and the fact that she found his
She found it.
finger
Yes.
with the ring. still on it.
Gave it to him as a gift. How loving is that?
Now, if she had used them to put insert, but
Oh,
that's an OnlyFans
Oh.
thing. But sorry.
But I thought it was genuinely. I thought it was great. Now I do think also I think it's really funny. Hopefully there's no like Juliette Lewis fans that thinks that she's amazingly beautiful. You must be blind. But I do like the fact that she's still playing on Timothy Oliphant as like, oh, you love me, let's have sex, and clearly you realize fairly quickly that he was only using her to get out of prison.
because it's Timothy Oliphant.
Yes.
For one thing.
Yeah.
Juliette Lewis. Somebody like Juliette Lewis does not get somebody like Timothy Oliphant.
No.
Unless he's
Unless
after
he's
something.
a prisoner and he needs to escape from prison.
But I thought this had everything that I wanted in this kind of a movie. Again, I think I wouldn't quite put it. I wouldn't even, to be honest, I wouldn't even closely put it up to, a Tucker and Dale type movie. But
Agreed.
but it has a lot of those same like elements, which obviously is indicative of the fact that the guy who directed it is pretty much a comedy writer and director.
Right.
Like that's what he's known for.
Right. And I laughed out loud.
Absolutely.
There were several scenes that just like the dad getting out of the Japanese techno car, and I'm thinking to myself, what the? I mean, that made it interesting for me. That made it enjoyable because you did that several times.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though at the beginning, when Segel was like talking about killing his wife, and he's setting up and I told her it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Just because of the movie that Samara's going to be doing the same thing, and then they showed that, right? And you're like, all right, well, I get that coming. I saw that coming. But then you see the prisoners, but you don't get their upstairs until all of a sudden the shotgun, and he's like, oh my
Right.
God, and then they fall to the ceiling, like, it's the prisoners.
Well, even the twist
hilarious.
of when she does the double cross on Jason Segel and obviously ties him up in the chair, where it's like and then again you do the flashback to when her friend is leaving the house,
Yes.
and he goes, oh, good luck hunting.
Good luck hunting, right.
It's
Like he's like, what the fuck?
and again, it's those throwaway moments that happen that as a watcher,
Right.
you do tend to just not remember.
But you pick up on it overall, and you're
right,
like, oh, that was funny.
Right. When as soon as you start going down that direction, you go, oh yeah, that happened.
Right.
It's.
Right.
I thought they did it incredibly well, but in my mind, not annoyingly. Like
Right.
I think it was done to the right level to basically link things back together.
I felt like it was just too overdone. Like it was great up to the point where then they threw the dad in there. Like you didn't need to go back and explain. It was like a waste of 5-10 minutes. Like I felt like they could have just had him pull up in any random car. It didn't need to be
They made it funny.
It made it funny because again, if he just if he just pulled up,
off. Like,
but if he pulled up and
Which
he's
is
like,
also funny.
it is like,
no, that was bad. Like I thought he had the thing sticking out of him. I thought he was going to grab Timothy Oliphant and be like, bear hug him and then kill him that way. But yeah, but they killed him.
You needed
like,
the final confrontation, though. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
I do think the only thing that is, I would imagine that Timothy Oliphant probably could have killed them 2 times over when they're on the boat.
Right.
Like at the end of the day, like
Right.
he's a.
that
Now you could argue maybe he's used to just shooting people, and therefore he isn't necessarily that strong.
He's a little
Yeah.
skinny.
Yeah.
He's a little
That was rather funny when Jason Segel's like about to hit him and he throws up like 6 times.
Yes.
Like-
Well, he doesn't just throw up. He like continues.
Yeah,
to
and
throw
the
up.
fact that just that classic case of like, and Timothy Oliphant is like, I'll wait.
Right.
Let's see what's gonna come.
Like, wow, you're still throwing up? Wow. All right. Okay. Still, huh?
This to me is in the same vein as like Ready or Not.
I wonder why. Who else was in that movie?
Samara.
Oh,
and what was the other one that we reviewed at the same time?
They Will Kill You?
No. The one where she's the hunted person, like where the rich people are hunting her. Anyway, it's
Is that Ready or Not?
no, that's Samara Weaving.
Oh, The
in
Hunt.
the house. The Hunt.
Oh, The
Yes.
Hunt.
The one where she's being hunted.
The Hunt. Okay.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
That movie was
Reminds me of a friend who was
absolutely
like, "Hey, what was that movie where Jean-Claude Van Damme was in it? He went back in time and he was a cop.
Oh, Time Cop?
Time cop.
brilliant.
Anywho,
With the amazing Mia
So-
Farrow.
Ready or Not, the original Ready or Not, Logan gave it a 4. Mr. Price and myself gave it a 3.4 and 3.5 respectively.
Yeah.
But Ready or Not 2, Logan dropped down to a 3, and I gave it a 3, and Warwick still gave it a 3.4, same as he did Ready or Not.
Where are you checking that out?
I'm checking it out on the midnightmoviedistillery.com website,
boom plug.
where you can go to the search. If you check out all episodes, there's a search bar at the top. You can type in the name of a movie, see if we reviewed it, and see what we gave
Of
it
the
as a review.
170 that we've done.
Or you can type in the name of the liquor that we had and see if we reviewed it, and then see what our ratings were.
One-stop shop,
individually.
baby.
And you can click on the thumbnail to watch it in YouTube there and then.
There's not
Which
a
you
better
should do.
website in existence.
I don't think so.
No,
I
I
think
would
it's
say,
a
yeah.
one-stop shop.
It's
Yeah, I think
phenomenal.
it is.
Everything you want to know.
Everything,
job.
Everything.
Anyway, so I think we're done. How are we?
I do want to throw in the fact that I loved that they let Samara Weaving do her accent. Because, one, it was good for jokes. They
Yes.
did throw
I did
several
like the
jokes in
jokes that
there
he made.
about
Yeah.
her accent. But that made her like 10 times hotter to me. Samara Weaving with that accent. Oh,
I just saw Criminal.
Yeah,
because it's Australian. He's
Yeah.
British. Look it up. Just Google that.
it's true.
But, oh my God.
It was our penal colony.
He said penal.
Yes, I
It was a pretty large penal.
yes, it was.
I'm just saying, it's like, what, 10 times the size of Great Britain?
Oh,
A dingo
but,
is a baby.
but it's more about the girth.
It's not the size, it's what you do with it.
So, okay, so girth.
And it
okay,
has a
never
big
mind.
bush in the middle.
It does, and this is my point. I'm just saying, all right, you proved my point.
Anyway, I think overall we are saying
Aborigine bush.
this is a must.
I
see.
would say watch it. Either way, even though I gave it a 3, I would say it's fun. It's a fun film. I think this would be good for like if a woman's looking for a romantic comedy and a guy's looking for kind of something that gets his
a bit
blood
more
pumping.
gory.
Yeah,
Let's face it. If you're a guy like that, you're going to watch it for Timothy Oliphant. I'm not afraid to admit I have a guy crush on Timothy Oliphant. Watch it for that.
Even with the
alone.
gray hair?
He's phenomenal. Oh my
Oh,
God.
he's a silver fox, to you.
He really is.
He still keeps it spiked. Did you ever see him in The Mandalorian? He was great in that. too.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
just-
saying.
just
Just
Any
saying.
of the Mandalorian.
Justified all the way.
What did you say?
I said I've not watched any of the Mandalorian. Not a
How the
single
fuck
episode.
are we still friends with this
I
guy?
I
don't
have no
know.
idea.
What the? Really? Not a
Not a
TV?
single.
that-
I only know Grogu.
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 Oh
Now, I
my
will say,
God.
I did. We saw the Mandalorian and Grogu together
The movie,
with our wives,
The movie.
Um,
The movie.
and I walked out going, I did not like that.
Yeah, because he's stupid.
Yes. And he's supposed to be a
was-
mini Yoda?
It was totally no, not Grogu
Oh.
stupid. Warwick is stupid.
saying- He's saying I'm stupid.
I think the movie was just wonderful.
It wasn't.
All the
See?
homages, they did that whole
Maybe I showed
chess thing with the
Maybe we
monkey.
can add that to the why hasn't
Oh my
Logan watched this?
God.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Anyway, so overall, we're going to say this is I'm going to say it's a must-watch.
I'd say see it.
I'm going to say
I agree. I would
It's a
also
must
say
watch.
it's a must watch. This is smart reading.
And along with that,
and Widow Jane.
Widow Jane.
So, a must taste.
Widow Jane.
Get that Widow Jane in your mouth. Ew.
It's a must taste.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
I'm
Thanks,
in.
folks.
Outro.
See you in the next one.
Catch us next week for another thrilling episode, just like this one.
Thank you for joining us.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Follow us on social media.
Oh, shit.
What did you do?
What happened?
Went down the wrong pipe.
Okay. Let's just continue. Ignore him.
Everyone for joining us on another. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And follow us on social media. Right here.
Want to do like 5 million takes?
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Be sure to follow us on social media.
Feeling good about this one. What's the matter with that? What's the
Oh,
matter
I
with
said
that one?
feeling good about this one.
What's wrong with that one?
Nothing was wrong with it.
I don't know what the fuck you're doing for it.
I'm pointing to.
Pointing does nothing. This is a social
but
media.
you see it on
Tom.
different lines. And
Yes,
so I'm like,
but do you
I'm
know where
pointing-
the lines actually are?
By the way, no one can see you because there's a big logo right here.
I
That's
know,
the
they can
point.
hear me though.
No,
We
they
did that on
can't.
purpose.
I'm Logan Lynch,
We're
over
gonna,
here.
we're gonna
Nobody
cut,
listens.
cut that out.
Who the fuck is Logan Lynch? Who names himself
That sounds like a made-up name
Doesn't
to me.
it though? Amen.